Hi, Aquarius. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. What's the vibe? We're going to ask Spirit, what's the vibe today? What's going on around you for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Cross watchers are always welcome. Let's see what Spirit has for you in the cards today. We're calling in our spirit guides. This is a fully channeled message if you've never watched me before. Spirit, I ask that you guide me with loving messages. What are we meant to hear today? What is it that you need us to know at this time? I am listening for you now. I have deal breakers. Listen and adhere to the deal. Okay. Will you support the staying true to you? Okay. So what's a deal breaker to you? Trust, respect. Somebody who shows up, they need to show up. They need to be available. They need to be attentive. We all have like, that's the last straw for, thing that we can take. They're saying take it or leave it. So it's a feeling of, I don't know if we're in a testing stage. Maybe we are testing somebody out right now and just kind of seeing what their actions are. I have Splitsville. Okay. Not keeping their word, not staying in touch. I haven't heard from them. That would be a deal breaker. All of a sudden they just kind of, I don't know if they necessarily ghosted you and blocked you as much as they slowly backed away without saying that it was over. So they left, I'm going to say left you hanging. Okay. There's a feeling of like, what the heck is going on? So I'm just going to start there. Like what are they thinking? How come I haven't heard from them? Could be an avoidant that I'm struggling with, that got scared. I have a magical mindset. I love this. Wave your magical wand. Everything is divine. Know that you are the creator of your reality and you're co-manifesting with the universe. I think everything is divine. Everything is divine. Wave your magic wand. Okay. You do have control. All right. Yes, Spirit is guiding you. Yes, things happen. I don't believe in coincidences. I do believe in fate and destiny. So it is a feeling of you have control. You can say, I haven't heard from you. I'm moving on. I'm not waiting for you. I'm not waiting for anybody. I have realized your light. Oh, I like that. So this is a feeling of, I guess, gaining back your self-esteem and your self-control, your self-awareness, I want to say. You have healed and you are a divine being having a human experience. So I like this energy of, I do have a magic wand inside of me. I do have a light inside of me. I have a brightness. They just said your brightness shines. Even if somebody has knocked you down, okay, you know it. There are people out there who struggle with somebody knocks them down and they just kind of hold on to that energy instead of the person who's very self-confident that says, I'm not going to take this. And they jump right back up and they say, yeah, you hurt me, but I know that I'm worthy. I know that there's somebody else out there for me that's way better than this, because this is unacceptable. The person who just slowly backed away from me or didn't even give me a reason to say that they wouldn't be calling anymore, I wouldn't be seeing them again. Kind of an unfinished, no closure is definitely a feeling. Spirit, let's talk about the light within you and what that means, please. What is this light that my Aquarius is carrying? I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have a Sun. Thank you, Spirit. I have a Judgment. And I have a Three of Wands. It came into me as you taking things to the next level. It could be you taking your vibration to the next level, you opening your eyes, you thinking about your future self, your higher self. And that judgment is a feeling of acceptability based on your experiences, that this is acceptable or it's not acceptable. And the one thing I know about that Knight of Pentacles is its stability. It's slow and steady. It's stable. It's nothing can take away this grounding energy they just said that you have. But the most important thing is this awakening. You've awakened. And it is a feeling of you've awakened to, I have so much ahead of me that I'm not going to let anybody dim my brightness. And I just feel like you are stronger than ever, more empowered than ever. And Spirit just said someone's taking notice. Okay, so this energy that you have is something that maybe somebody else doesn't have. Let's keep going with that for a second. What are they noticing? 6 of Cups, 4 of Wands. I have a 9 of Wands, and I have a Hierophant. I'm going to say this is what they've always wanted, somebody like you. But the 9 of Wands is jumping out at me as I have met the wrong people. Okay. This person coming into your life has gone through the ringer. Okay. I almost feel like I can put an identity to each of these wands today. I feel like each of these wands represent relationships that I've had. And you can see that they're behind this individual. They're like posted behind them. So it's a feeling of, they said the whiner, that they've dated the whiner, they've dated the victim, they've dated the person who's narcissistic, they've dated the person who doesn't know what they want, is confused. So I just feel like they have this list in their mind of the types of people that they have been dating that have just been dragging them along. It is how it's coming into me. They believe in a sacred union. So this is somebody, whether it's their family, you know, like sometimes people's family, like, do they need to get married in a church? Not necessarily, but it's important to members of their family. It would be disrespectful to their parents or their grandparents specifically sometimes, that if they didn't do a traditional religious ceremony of some kind, that it would be, I don't know, just not right. So this person, I feel like, still has it in the back of their head that they want to meet somebody that they can have that kind of tradition with. And I do feel like they just haven't met the right person. And the 6 of Cups is beautiful right now to me because they've always wanted something like that. And so it's not just one-sided. If that's something that you would like, you'd like to have a commitment, you'd like to have a traditional wedding, then this is very, there's traditions. I'm going to say traditions are important, okay? That this person believes in family and family activities and family holidays, okay? So I'm going to say, for lack of better terms, this person has like a normal upbringing and family's very important to them. Spirit, let's go back to this brightness shines. Okay, so you can see that this has been, it's not just you who has been meeting the wrong people. This person is just so sick and tired of meeting somebody who isn't self-sufficient, they're saying. They could see that quality in you, that you are already a light that shines. You already, are not going to let somebody take advantage of you. So there's this beautiful sense of you are immediately from the beginning have more to offer. You're not clingy. I don't know why they keep going to that word. You're not clingy. You're not high maintenance. You're not high drama. So maybe you know that about yourself. I have glowing up, beautiful. I like this revenge body. That's awesome. A makeover, a new you. Hey, you know what? Go out there and shine. Go out there and shine. The person who slowly walked away without any reason or any kind of closure, your best revenge, not that I'm a revenge person, is to be happy. Okay. So it is a feeling of spirit saying to you, you know, there's a new you, look good, smell good, be in the best physical shape of your life, look sexy, feel sexy, because you're going to attract a person who's so much better. And the person who's coming your way is going to see all these high qualities in you because they're so used to meeting the wrong person, and you're just going to glow. You're just going to glow. I have a player, the non-committal person. So I feel like the person coming towards you has also experienced that. You know, they're playing mind games. It's somebody who likes to just be taken out to dinner and then you never hear from them again. The person who, you know, just teases you and leads you on because it boosts their ego. So I just feel like this person doesn't want the game playing. They want somebody real, they just said, and they're seeing you as somebody real. I have parties, good times, having fun, a player. I mean, we all want to have fun, but there are people who manipulate other people just for that reason. They're going to pick up the tab, Spirit just said. Like, I want to go out tonight, and they're going to pick up the tab. And that's their only intention, is that this person is not going to be a relationship. It's somebody to pick up the tab. And they get used. So this person's looking for somebody that genuinely appreciates them and is honest with them. They see you, is how they just said it. They see you as a real person. They see your genuine energy. They see your honesty. And this person has a lot to offer. They have very traditional values, and I guess they just want a normal life, you know, like the rest of us. I have wishes granted, a bright future, a genie in a bottle, right? Genie in a lantern. So sometimes, you know, I'll get notes on my comments where people say, you know, your readings are too much. They're not real. They're too much like a fairy tale. And, you know, I could sit here and talk about all the crap that's out there in the world. I can talk about all the hurt and pain. I can talk about how people lie and cheat and manipulate and steal and are dishonest. Who wants to hear that? Nobody wants to hear that. I want to encourage you to know that there's still love in this world, and that there's Spirit is letting you know that you will be loved is more important, and that things that you do pray for and things that you do manifest do come true. So, you know, to the people who don't believe in fairy tales, I'm not your reader. I'm not your reader. That's all. Go listen to somebody that's, you know, more negative, if you like that side. So, but for me, it's, I want you to glow up. I want you to have a revenge body. I want you to look amazing and say, you know what? I can be with anybody. And, you know, you weren't good enough for me, basically. So that's what I want for you. Look at you, elegance. They see you as classy. They see you as different. They see you as sophisticated. They don't want to date the people who are only out for one thing. You're taking advantage of me. You're picking up the tab, is what they had said. You're not asking this person to be with you for that reason. You can pick up your own tab. You're independent. You're strong. You're smart. You're intelligent. You are I have little letters in front of me, little words, and Spirit just showed me one, and it says, "You are you." I love that. There's a whole bowl of like little words, and Spirit, is like, "Look now, and you are you." Okay, so that's all that matters, is that you know who you are, and the sense of sophistication, polished, charisma, charm, like the person sees you as just a higher value. And that's how you have to see yourself. Okay, so let's see what else they're saying. We've all been down that path of dating the losers, right? And I guess, it's we got to do it, to get rid of the ugly. But there's always that one person that comes along that sees your value. And that I hope is happening now. I hope that is in your life now or about to arrive. I have the moon. I have a 3 of Wands. I have a Page of Pentacles. And I have a 10 of Swords. The moon came into me as Spirit saying fairy tales are an illusion. And they're in agreement with that. Okay, I don't want to live in a fairy tale in my head and it never came true, because maybe it's unrealistic. Maybe my checklist is too high. Maybe my expectations are just unreasonable. But the 3 of Wands came into me as but I don't want to ever give up hope that I can get close to that, if not better. That what I think I should deserve and what comes into my life is better. So yes, we can over fantasize in a sense, but it's the same as a feeling of dream big. It's the same of a feeling if you're dreaming big about building a business or your career or how much money you can earn. Why wouldn't you dream big, right? Why wouldn't you dream big for yourself and the love that you want to attract? Why wouldn't you do that? So I think that Spirit is just sharing with you that you have these opportunities to push your energy out there. They're showing me another one of these letters. This is cool. I should keep these here all the time. They're saying a lady, for those of you that are feminine energy, this person is seeing you as quality. They're seeing you as a lady, okay? They're not seeing you as somebody that is just, I don't know, whatever. You're a lady, you're sophisticated, you're elegant, for those of you that are feminine energy. But it is a sense of that quality, the high quality is really what they're drawn to. And obviously their energy is going to be equal to that. You're not going to date somebody that isn't high quality on the other side. So I really like that. I really like these little dice with words on them. They're really cool. They're in a bowl. Here, I'll show it to you. They're in a bowl, and I'm using it because it has the blue to match my blue bunny. So it kind of balanced in the background. But I keep looking. They keep steering me over there to show you. Really cool. All right, let's see. I have a 10 of Pentacles. They want somebody, I also feel like the people that they've dated in the past, the 10 of Pentacles is the sense of security, right? That financial security. They've dated other people that don't have their act together. And that gets old fast. The person that says, I don't have any money. Can you pay for that? Can you buy me this? They're just kind of moochers. And then they meet you and you're financially secure and you're not asking for money and you have your own money and that's not why you want to be with somebody. So this independence and this financial security is in your favor right now. So that feels good. I have a Queen of Swords. They love how you think. That came into me as they love how you think. You're smart, you're intelligent. They love how you think. I love this kind of intellectual banter that's going back and forth. You're so bright is how it came into me again. And I have a Queen of Pentacles. I like this because you guys could have some synergy around the business world or your career, or you just, even just life, you know, paying bills, buying a house, the economy, saving money, investing money. Like you guys could have a very strong sense of wealth, I guess. And you guys could be bouncing back and forth off of each other and creating ideas. And you definitely can hold your own to this person. So they just use, I haven't heard this word in a long time, that they dated an airhead. And the airhead, I guess, had no clue about what was going on in the world or economy or like the big picture. And they were just like always rolling their eyes because this person just was clueless. So I haven't heard that word in a long time. Thank you, Spirit. That was fun. I have a Two of Swords. Time to decide to let this person in. They are going to decide to let you in. I do feel like it's going to open up. I even like in this particular deck, see all the little stars that this card has, like a metallic sparkle, and look at the little stars. It's almost like I'm deciding to open up, and this kind of star-like energy is going to come into me, and we're going to be happy. So the bottom line is, and it's probably the same for you, that the other side is sharing with us that they just have been dating the wrong people and they know why. So when they meet you, you are different. You're you. You're you. You're a lady. You're sophisticated, elegant, high value, high quality. And that is what they fall in love with. That is what they said they want to keep. Not keep, like hold you hostage, but I want to keep you in my life. And let's see what the loving messages are. I like the perspective of this person shares with you the type of people they don't want to be dating and why. I feel like that feels good to me. It feels like this person really knows what they want. Great. I want a daughter. Okay. I know a lot of you are not interested in having children at this time, but if you are, I had that traditional value. I had that I would love to get married in a church someday because that would make my family happy. So some of you that applies, some of you that doesn't. Keep in mind. I'm happily single and I'm wanting to keep it that way. But I feel like that all changes on a dime when they meet you. I feel like they get hit on. They have the ability to meet a lot of different people. They could be very charismatic. They could be I'm going to say, I mean, charismatic to me is somebody who can attract a lot of people, just personality, looks, energy. But then when that person comes towards them and they're flirty and they're touchy-feely and there's no substance, Spirit just said, they do stay single. They do say, you know, like, what am I going to do? Sign up for this? I'm not signing up for this until they meet you. Okay. So they're happily single until they meet you. I like that. You know, there's always that one person that changes your mind, that you think this person's going to be the perpetual bachelor, bachelorette. It's really just because they haven't met their person. They're the person that will never settle. They're the person that it's got to be somebody special. It's got to be somebody, you know, unique and perfect. So I feel like happily single until they meet you. I like that. Can I be transparent with you? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm afraid to approach you, but I will soon. A little bit of I've got my eye on you. A little bit of I have a little secret crush on you. Somebody who might be checking you out. I'm super sensitive. I never forget anything or anyone that hurt me. I'm going to say, yeah, with that nine of wands. This is probably somebody who is generous, and they have a lot of people take advantage of their generosity, especially the way I said they pick up the tab. So they could be one of those people that would never think of letting somebody else pick up the tab, and they take them out, and then they never see this person again. They never hear from them again. They don't even get a thank you. So there's a lot of users out there, and I feel like this person is probably too generous for their own self. It's just who they are. They're not going to let somebody else pay a bill when they go out. Let's try again. Okay, I don't know. I don't think it's somebody coming back. What's the bottom one say? No, that's not for you either. We're not trying again. I'm weighing all my options. They date different people. I'm not, till the right one comes along. You're the right one. To be honest, I don't know how to be honest. I feel like they hold back because they just know that some of these relationships are so short term that they're not going to just kind of be vulnerable with anybody. So they probably just keep it pretty superficial on the surface, especially if they don't think there's any substance there. So I wouldn't be surprised the first couple of dates that they don't go too deep, because they're just so used to dating the wrong one. They've been dating the wrong one is how it's coming in. You guys all know what I'm talking about. My world is crumbling. I'm so devastated. That could be you. That could be you thinking about somebody or just struggling with, I'm tired of this whole dating scene. I'm tired of not meeting the right one either, but don't give up hope. Alcohol numbs the pain. I suppress my feelings because it's easier. I don't know about that either. I do, I can, and I will. There's the confidence. I like that better, because there's the confidence that I felt throughout this whole reading. This person's not going to settle. When they meet you, I am willing to give up my single life because I've been wanting to meet somebody that isn't all this. And they finally have met the one, is how it just came into me. So we're going to put this out into the universe. We're going to ask Spirit to guide you together if you're not together already. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. How beautiful. If you are new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. For those of you that don't know, I do have a second channel. I have been uploading a couple of times a week over there. Pick a card readings for my singles and thoughts and feelings for my relationships. So take a ride over there. I'll put the link in the description below. We'll see you all again real soon.